Joker, a movie that's gotten great reviews recently, but also a great share of controversy. Controversy being people think this is gonna start violence. While most of my in-depth detectives are on a journalistic point of view, and I don't really take many sides, but this is completely opinionated. Hey guys, this is DPX. Welcome to the In-Depth Detective. Today we look at the Joker controversy and why it's dumb. Before we start this video, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment, and you'll be a loyal subscriber. The main point of the Joker controversy is pretty much siding with a fictional sociopath and people thinking it's okay to commit the crimes our character is committing. I never once agreed with this, but one question I had when going into the movie was, how am I supposed to side with the homicidal maniac? And after watching it, I now know the answer. I'm not supposed to side with him. That's not to say you don't side with Arthur Fleck. What I mean here is that you see many things going on with Arthur Fleck, and you feel bad for him and you want to sympathize with him. However, you watch him go down this path of self-destruction and become the Joker. You don't side with the homicidal, sociopathic maniac. You side with the man he was at first.
Murray, one small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
Another reason why I personally believe this controversy is stupid is that I feel most of the people crying about this don't quite know who the Joker is. Like, they don't know he's supposed to be a demonic sociopath that is probably one of the biggest and most recognizable villains in all of pop culture. And how, he's the Joker. I mean, sure, the design is different, and it's not really a superhero movie, it's more of a drama. But that can't be the reason people forget that this is the Joker we're talking about. Really short segment, but worth noting. It's been going on forever. Whenever a violent piece of media is published, you always hear people whining about how it's too violent and it should be pulled from store shelves, never be aired again, or in the case of movies, pulled from theaters. If you remember when The Dark Knight Rises released, a man from Aurora, Colorado named James Holmes went into a movie theater during a midnight screening of The Dark Knight Rises and set off a gas grenade and shot into the audience with multiple firearms. 70 were injured, 12 were sadly killed. His hair was dyed red and assumed to pretend to be the Joker. This is obviously not okay, but it's not the movie that influenced this behavior. It's just an excuse for it. And for all the parents complaining that the violent piece of media your child is getting affected by, and you start blaming the product for it, it was you who endorsed them to see that movie or play that game, so it's your fault. Hate to bring it to you. I've heard this thrown around a lot in defense of the movie against the controversy. Other more recent movies are more violent than this, and there was no mass hysteria like how there is for Joker. I can name 5 movies from the past few years that either have a higher kill count or just have more violence in them, yet didn't really start much controversy. about the violence, at least. They could have started other controversy, though. Correct me if I'm wrong about these two, but John Wick, which is the most thrown around recently, Deadpool, Halloween 2018, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Rambo Last Blood all either have a higher kill count or are just more violent in one way or another than Joker is. So what is it about Joker that starts this shit? I can think of two things. One, the fact that the main character is a maniac, in which I already touched on, so that's debunked. And two, the Dark Knight incident, which is a valid point, but like I said, that's a problem with the person, not the movie. And also, that was honestly a rare occasion, too. And we've changed as a society as well, so it doesn't happen too often. It is always unfortunate when some stupid controversy overshadows a movie that ends up being pretty good. In this case, I think freaking great and brilliant. Instead of thinking about what Joker could do, I use the word could very loosely. Let's think about the good stuff it does, in which a lot of good stuff it does. If you saw this movie and you genuinely don't like it, that's okay, as well as if you genuinely don't want to see it for your own reasons. That's okay. But for those people that are saying it's going to turn your life upside down and turn you into a mass murderer or sociopath, if anyone says that to you, I give you permission to turn around and smack them right in the face. Here's the question of the day. What side of the controversy are you on? Are you with me and think this is all f***ing stupid? Or are you one of the people that say that Joker will ruin you and should be banned? Vote in the poll and let me know. Comment below which one you picked after voting in the poll and explain why. Because I want to know. I've not met a single person or even watched a single YouTube video of somebody who agrees with this. But if you do, by all means, be my guest. I usually don't like to insult people like this. And if you're watching my video and you are on this side of the controversy, I kind of am insulting you, but I just think this whole thing's ridiculous. When there's much better things about the movie we can be talking about, like everything else. Obviously, the movie's not for everyone, so there is a certain amount of people that won't like it. But if you are the kind of people that like it, you'll really like it. Well, that was this episode of The In-Depth Detective. I wish to be making more of these. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. This was the second episode in a row that I did differently, but soon I'll get back to doing things normally. Unless you want me to do them differently, then by all means, let me know. Be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.